Hey, we're at Legion Manor out in East Sandwich Road. We've been here before. It's a lovely place. I like it a lot. Very quiet. Deborah Morrow is with us from Verity Health Resources. Deborah, let's have a seat here.
Absolutely.
Now, it sounds like your company does a tremendous amount in the healthcare field. Tell me all about it.
That's right. We offer management of retirement facilities. That's our main arm. We also do complete home support and nursing services, right up from personal care to companionship, all the way to complex, very complicated nursing care at home. And we also have a virtual platform, so we can offer home care virtually without anyone in the room at all.
I want to find out more about that
Absolutely.
later. But
I want to tell you more about it.
Okay,
That's
fair
my
enough.
favorite topic.
Now, this is something that's very important in society today because it seems, I might be wrong, but it seems like people are living longer. And for that reason, there's more assistance required as we get older.
We are living longer. When I did nursing,
Just you and me alone.
I know. 30 years ago, the average lifespan of a male was 74 years. And it's now well over mid-80s.
Really?
Yes.
You frightened me all of a sudden.
So, and people live well, but they need help sometimes. So we make sure they have home care when they need it. And at any level, medication assistance, personal care.
I know you offer services here at Legion Manor. What exactly do you do here?
Here we offer foot care services. So
really?
our foot care nurse, Chelsea, comes in and she does private care. So she's able to look after people who have Veterans Affairs benefits, and she bills them directly, or she just does it privately.
I see.
And they make appointments with her, and she'll see them every few weeks.
So now this is something people can be taken care of in a facility like this, but you do home services as well.
That's right.
Which I imagine is a huge part of the business.
It is.
Yeah.
If you need help at home, you want to stay at home, sometimes that's just not possible without a few hours a day or a little bit
absolutely.
of home care.
Yeah.
We do that, and then if a person transitions into a facility and they still need a little bit of tweaking, we can come in and do that right in the facility.
Now, are there different ways of arranging this, or do people just phone you up and find out more, or go to your website? I'm not sure exactly how that would work.
Basically, the client contact, the first entryway is by the children of the parent.
Yeah.
So it's usually people our age
Yeah,
who
I know.
call,
I know.
go online, give us a call, and then the nurse who talks to them on the phone can sort out what they're looking for. People find us on the internet or by word of mouth.
And as far as the affordability of it, as you say, I guess there's different ways. Some people are covered under different systems and plans.
That's right. So we can cover people on all kinds of healthcare plans. Some people have free care from the province, from the health authorities, and if they need a little bit of extra tweaking, they can call us and we'll come in and help.
Now, I know your company is involved with a tremendous number of things, a charity, which I'd like to know more about, but the virtual home care idea, this sounds intriguing.
It is. It's a virtual home care platform, just all done through a television set, and I can't wait to tell you about it.
That sounds impossible.
It's-
However, we will find out more when we come back in a bit. Hey, this is cool. I like this. Oh, hey, we're back with Deborah Morrow from...
Later. That's
Okay.
for later.
Okay, we'll find out what that is later. From Verity Health Resources, and we were talking earlier about virtual home care. What on earth is this?
It's all new, all exciting.
Sounds all new.
First system in the world that's actually integrated into social media as well. So Virtual Verity is a simple, integrated, remote social and home care platform that anybody can use. It's like having home support from a distance. And it's 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
With someone not actually being in the room. It's a communication system, and it has social and health and safety features as well.
Wow. How
know.
does this work?
Virtual home care uses technology developed by the very thoughtful and lovely people of the American company called Independa. And they've developed a system which is in the form of television. It's an LG TV.
Yeah.
This is an example of one of them.
So this is like a smart TV.
It is a smart
Yes,
TV,
okay.
and it has embedded software. And what that means is the senior doesn't have to know how to use a computer, even though it is a computer.
Uh-huh. Oh, this
Okay.
is the thing that makes it work.
So even
You see how technical I am.
even
right?
you can use it.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All you need to know how to do is use a remote, and it's a simplified. It's not a remote like we have at home. This is a very simplified one.
Yeah.
On, off, arrow up, arrow down, and okay. That's it.
So here you are at home in your house, and you think, well, I need to check in with a care worker. You click them on the screen here. They can see you. You can even clip this thing, who knows what it is, on your finger, and it tells them something.
Okay, you've got 10 questions there. Let me start at the
Okay,
beginning.
sure, fair enough.
If you can set an appointment to talk to your nurse
Yep.
or your care worker. There's the webcam,
Mm-hmm.
and then a big icon will come up, and all you have to do, take your remote, press OK, and the conversation starts.
I mean, there's no keyboard. There's nothing fancy.
You can have a
do.
keyboard. If there are seniors who are very tech savvy, then you can, if you want to send an email, someone can send one to you, and if you want to reply, you can use a keyboard. But you don't have to. It just depends on the level of
Wow.
comfort is.
This
Yeah.
is great. Now, and this is brand new. This whole thing
This
is brand new.
brand new,
Yeah.
and it's the most, they've had other parts of systems that work. Communication systems that are very simple for people to use, medication reminders. But this has a whole world of what would you want to call apps
Okay.
for looking after people at home. Here's
we're
one
gonna-
that you like.
So what does this do?
This is a pulse oximeter, measures your pulse rate,
Uh-huh.
and it also measures the amount of oxygen getting to your tissues. The message goes to here, and then to the call center.
It's a miracle. How can people find out more about this and all of the services you offer?
Give us a call or look on our website. We're at verityhealth.ca. And just give us a call, and we'd love to talk about it.
Deborah, thank you very much for
You're
this.
welcome.
Okay. Hey, we're at Legion Manor out in beautiful central Saanich, talking with Deborah Morrow. We met Deborah a couple of weeks ago on the show, I guess, with Verity Health Resources, and we were talking about all the different services you offered, and people asked me, well, people get very specific with me. What exactly do you offer?
We have a whole range of services. Our biggest operation is running retirement facilities. So we manage entire facilities. And then we have a home care arm. And we also have a foot care practice in Victoria and one in Vancouver.
That happens, in fact, right here at the Legion Manor, I understand.
It can happen
Chelsea
in
comes in
anyone's
and
home.
does it.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Chelsea will make an appointment, and any of the foot care nurses will come to the home and do foot care right wherever you need it.
Now, she does that here at Legion Manor,
She
but
does.
in fact, as you say, she can go to your home or
Oh, yeah.
wherever you might
Absolutely.
be and arrange this.
Just give her a call and make an appointment, and we can do Veterans Affairs billing directly if that person
Oh.
is a part of that care.
Okay. Now I know people have different needs. Like I'm thinking of elderly folks in my family, for instance. Do you custom tailor the services? I mean, what exactly can you offer?
Well, you have to, because every person is different. So some person might need medication assistance and bathing, or some help with housekeeping. Meals is a big one,
Yep.
or mobility, activities of daily living. So every single person just decides what it is they want, and that may change over time. So that can evolve, that kind of care.
How long has Verity Health Resources been around now?
This is our 8th year.
I sound like a customer grilling
Yeah,
you now all of a
that's
sudden,
right.
don't I?
8th year.
Yeah. So obviously you know what you're doing, and it's all working out pretty well for
We
you.
do, and I have a nursing background as well. Before I went into business, I was a nurse, so it's very, very helpful.
I thought you were a caring, nurturing person as soon as I met you.
Thank you.
Now I know something else you have just coming on stream now, and nobody else in the world, I don't know, maybe has it, and it's this virtual home care. How does that work?
That's right. We have a virtual home care platform. So what that means is we can offer care while not being present in the home through an LG TV put out by the independent company in the States. And it has a webcam, and we can put up medication reminders, a whole host of apps on this smart TV. And it works fantastically.
But the nice thing about it, because I mean, you suddenly scare a lot of people.
That's right.
It's just a simple remote.
It's
just a
very simple.
TV
So it's
remote.
on and off,
Yeah.
arrow up, arrow down, and okay, that's it. So if you can operate a TV, you can operate our system.
And you're conversing with somebody, you know,
Yeah.
and they can see you, they can get data from you.
They can absolutely make an appointment to visit with the nurse. And if that's all you need, and you don't need anybody to come in, it's very, very reasonably cost to
I
use
would
that.
think it's very comforting too for folks
It
at
is.
home.
So at night you can receive personalized Skype or you know, Facebook from your family, say, and you can be given photographs and even converse with your family every night before bed if they don't live nearby.
Okay. Now I know the times we've talked before, we've talked about this very important charity you do in Victoria, and well, we're out of time again. But maybe we could come back in a couple of seconds and talk a little bit more about that too.
I'd love to. Thank you.
Hey, welcome back. We're inside Legion Manor now with Deborah Morrow from Verity Health Resources. And actually, we should probably whisper because there's a meeting going on behind you here now.
That's right.
You know what? I didn't mention it before, but I love the outfits the
Thank you.
girls wear. I mean, they're
Like
sort of
the hats?
Well, yeah, a lot. I mean, they're sort of retro, really, aren't they?
The hats came into play because I have a lot of international nurses who work for us. And they asked if they could wear their nursing caps because they're comfortable wearing them. And it just caught on like wildfire. And it turns out that the clients all just love it. And the people that are a little bit confused or have a bit of dementia can identify readily who's in there and what they're for. So it's just lovely.
Well, yeah, I mean, exactly. For the elderly, when they walk in, bang, it's a nurse coming in.
That's right, yeah.
It's pretty simple. Where do you get your nurses from? Because I know some of them are nurses, some of them are LPNs, some of them are psychologists.
That's correct, yes. We have very well-educated staff. Most of them are international nurses who are waiting to qualify here in British Columbia.
Yeah.
And they have Bachelor's of Science in Nursing or Master's degrees.
Yeah.
And they work as care aides until they get their license here.
And despite what degrees they have, the thing I've noticed is they're very compassionate when they're in working with the people here.
They're lovely.
They're very friendly
Yeah.
and compassionate,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what
And
people are
they're very
looking for.
trustworthy. I think having the nursing foundation, it's a foundation for ethics, and it's very comforting for people to know they were nurses.
As I think you mentioned before, one time when we were talking, it's the children of the elderly who arrange these services,
Yes.
and you want to know that people like these
Exactly.
like these folks are taking care of your parents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Most people are our age generation who are looking for their older parents, and they're the ones who do the research, and it's by word of mouth, and mostly people just instantly trust us because of our staff.
Charities. I said weeks ago maybe that I
Yeah.
wanted to talk to you about
That's
the charity
right.
you're involved with. Tell me about it.
Thank you. We support the homeless veterans in Victoria. We do all their health care clinics for them, keep up with immunizations, foot care, make sure their diabetes is looked after, hypertension. They have all the conditions any of us would have.
I would think that most people would have no idea that there are homeless veterans in Victoria.
There are, and we have a veteran who was living in the bush for 8 years, one living in his van for 2 years, another one who was living in a storage container for 2 years. These are young people
How
from
can this
recent,
be?
from recent conflicts.
How can this be?
It is because they suffer from PTSD, 99% of them, and they've had addiction problems, and they're not employable until they've been treated. So they've fallen through the healthcare cracks. And one service we offer that's very important is we fill out forms for them. So for disability, for VAC, for anything like that. And it's very helpful. So we follow them very closely, and they're doing a lot better.
This is your own personal charity.
That's correct.
I think that is brilliant. I honestly do. I kind of get chills thinking that these people are neglected after what they've been asked to do in the past.
That's exactly right. They've stood, they would do anything for you, lay their lives down on the line for us, and we need to do whatever we can to help them. And they've got housing now. Some of them are living in Cockrell House, so we go and look after them wherever they are. Langford Legion has offered us their venue for us to look after for the clinics, so we go there.
How can I get some of these lovely young ladies to be helping out my elderly loved ones?
Easy. Just go to our website. It's verityhealth.ca and give us a call, and a nurse will pick up the phone.
Deborah, thank you very much.
Thank you. It was lovely to be here.
Okay, so here's the reality of life. We're all getting older. I mean, it happens. And at a certain point in our life, you're going to need a little extra help. And Deborah Morrow, that's where you come in with Verity Health Resources. You offer a lot of different services.
That's right. We can offer home support at every level: companionship, house cleaning, medication service, anything that's required, right up to complicated nursing care.
This can be offered for people living in a facility or living at home, I understand.
That's right. If people want to stay in their own homes, they might need a bit of extra care in order to make that happen. So we'll tailor it to whatever you need.
And now you have something coming on that's just incredible, virtual healthcare.
That's right. I'm glad you asked me. We have a virtual home care platform for certain people who qualify. It can all be done virtually or even in parts. We can do a bit of virtual care and a bit of in-person care, which would greatly reduce the cost for a lot of people.
If people want to know more about the services you offer, how do they find out?
They could just go on our website, verityhealth.ca, and give us a call. We'd be happy to answer any questions.